She asked about the dhikr beads, or as some people call it, Misbaha. You know, Tasbeeh, when you make Tasbeeh on the Misbaha. Is it a bid'ah? Well, for our audience, maybe they don't know the Arabic, what is bid'ah? Bid'ah is something which is new, innovation, never had it before. And she's asking about that, and she's asking about, is this something that was innovated, or is it okay to do in Islam? The dhikr in Islam is a very, very important part of Islam. Everybody should do dhikr. There's without doubt many verses of Quran and many hadiths supporting that we must think about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and keep Him in our mind. Keeping Allah in your mind is dhikr. This is dhikr. Some people pronounce it zikr, but it's the same thing. Dhikr is zikr. It doesn't matter how you say it, it's what you're doing about it. Now, so that you'll know, the Prophet ﷺ actually gave formulas for us to use. So many of this and so many of that. 33 times to say Subhanallah, 33 times Alhamdulillah, and 33 times Allahu Akbar. And you use your hand to do it. He would do this. He would go Subhanallah, 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 and then on the finger Subhanallah, 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 like this with your thumb on the finger. Subhanallah, 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 and so on, all the way down, and then do this twice here on the little finger, and then come back up and then do the thumb twice. That equals 33 times. Then Alhamdulillah, the same way, 33, and then Allahu Akbar, 33. That gives you a total of 99. Now, that kind of counting is approved by the Prophet, suggested by the Prophet, even ordered by the Prophet for us to go out and do this kind of dhikr. Especially after the salah you want to do it, and whenever you have some time, you're not busy, you can do it. It's a very good thing for us to do. But he did it on his hand. And Allah gave you a hand. So you already have the equipment, you don't have to buy anything. If a person has a problem with keeping up with the count, because when I'm doing like this, I might say, I lost my count. And they use some beads. I don't see a problem with this. But if they teach it as though this is something in the Sunnah, this would not be true, because he, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, never used it, never recommended it, nor did any of his companions. It was people who came in the, I think, third or fourth generation, who began to play with date stones and things like that and move them around a lot. And there were some evidences of even at his time when somebody was using date stones to count, and he told them to do something else instead. So I'm not going to say that you can't use it. I'm not going to say that it is a hated bid'ah, but it is not established. So if somebody's using it, my own wife uses it because she likes to do things that go up to 100, and she might get busy talking, something happen, and she can keep the count by holding the beads. But we don't make them like they're sacred, or like the Christians do with their prayer beads that they have. They're not really the same as the Christian prayer beads. For the Catholics, Allah knows best.